Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So I think today we're going to move inside the skull that we made yesterday and create the actual gate structure into the next area. Yeah, should be fun. So the first thing I want to do is go to yesterday's and grab probably just the skull and bring it into our new file. And that's just going to make sure that we have our scale set up correctly and I don't do something dumb. I don't think we're going to even need it, but just a good starting point. And there we go. And then let's go ahead and save. $25.08.15. Live stream. Skull gate. Okay. There we go. So we're going to put the gate inside the cranial space in there. So I think probably the best thing to do, I'm actually just going to move this thing forward to right about here. It doesn't have any weird things on it. No, okay. And Shift A, and let's go ahead and use a icosphere. And scale it up. And just make sure that we should be good. And 7, and I'm just going to make this thing. Okay. Doesn't look like it's even. Interesting. I was going to, okay, because I'm nerdy, set origin to geometry to 3D cursor. Object, set origin, geometry to origin. There we go. Okay. And icosphere there. SX, and let's scale it out. So that's the largest I think I want our room to be. And what's the scale on that? Oh, that's huge. We're good. Okay, so let's take our skull. New collection. Skull old. And turn it off. So that's looking like our room space. And let's just take it then. 1. It's kind of, it's not rotated. Whatever. Okay. I'm just going to mirror it because I just like things mirrored. Apply all. Cool. Now let's take this. And I guess these two, sure. And E. This can be like our entrance path in. Kind of mirroring what we had before. Great. Let's just take the whole thing down to about there. Okay. Rotation scale. And give me a second. I'm just going to close my music stuff from before. Looks like I don't want to lag it out. And it looks like it's doing weird things. So, gone. Something not controlling anything anymore. Oh, yeah, it's better. Cool. So let's bring a person in. Check for scale. The usual, you know. Yeah, that's good. And that's definitely the right scale for our path. It doesn't need to be any bigger than that. Cool. And calculate normals inside. Okay. And now we can get rid of these. Cool. Just gonna kind of come in here, take a look at our space. Not bad. We might do some more with it, but I think we're okay with that for right now. Alrighty. So I kind of want to try using the slime trails on it again to smooth it down first before we subdivide it explicitly, although it will subdivide anyway. So let's take it to, I don't know. 1 divided by 12. Rotation scale. So it's a 12th the size it was before. So it's got a Z height of 2, which is really all I wanted to worry about. Okay. And now, do we want to feel... Let's make it grow from some specific places, just because it'll be fun. So vertex group, let's do 1, 1, that ring, and that, and plus. You can get rid of these, sure. Let's try that. See what that does. And assign to group. Okay. So now, if we come back over here and add a modifier, and we're going to use vertex group, and sub-d it till we see something. Okay, there we go. We could do one more, I suppose. We want it to be sharp. Let's keep it soft for right now. Save. And I just want to see what we get if we generate it. It's so gnarly. I love it. Yeah, let's just use all 250 of it. Yeah, for our playback and apply it. And let's do it again. Yeah. 1. Sure. And if we play, and let's actually go the other direction. Let's go to -2. That's pretty cool. Looking very brain panny. I mean, it's not actually, but it's looking like what we think of as brains. Let's use that. Now let's do it one more time. Again, 1. And we're going to do a displace of -1. So go the other direction again and smaller. Well, let's give us a lot smaller particles. Let's just go like 1,000. See what that does. And increase the momentum to 0.4 just to try something different. And play. And pause. Just to give us a couple of lines like that. Sure. Oh, that one I didn't use the vertex group, so I just went from anywhere, but that's fine. Well, I'll go with that actually. Apply all. And save. So we've now created this kind of gnarly looking thing. Now it's S12. Take it back up to its full size. Cool. Let's grab append, skull temple, material. I'm going to grab blood, and I'm going to grab alien organic ground. Those are the two big ones that we need, right? Yeah. So this, AU, Smart UV project, unwrap it, and set our material to be organic ground. Let me get this horrid looking thing, which I kind of love. Although actually, I think, let's try one more thing. Tab, U, let's Smart UV project it. Now let's set our angle limit to 90. Let's see if that's any better. It's a little stretchier. Let's try then the other way. Just trying to make it so it doesn't have as much of the weird things in it. Try actually cube projection. It's going to be a little bit weird on the edges maybe, but that looks on the whole a lot better. Yeah, I have no issue with that actually. And I like a little red blood vessels kind of everywhere poking around that. That's very fun. Yeah, we do get some strange things. Like you can see there's a few things here because this is not a seamless texture, but whatever, it's fine. Let's do that. Save. And I kind of did want to put some maybe blood at the bottom. I haven't decided yet because I kind of want to make this cold too. Our next area I think is going to be much more wintry. So we can try doing that now with this thing. Let's go to, I'm just going to mess with my shading for a bit to get the level I want and then use that as a sort of a starting point so I have a vibe for where I'm going. And I wish I could see inside well, but we're going to attend to the outside first. So this is our alien organic ground. And we're going to grab, that's right. T, yes. Smartify nodes and smart effects, frost and snow. Let's see if that one's the one we want or just snow. But I think frost and snow is more what we want. Bring it in. Okay, so this, what I like with these is that they're additional material, or sorry, they are shaders on top of other ones. You have to edit the individual shader. You just dump the shader on top of itself. And then it should give us something. Maybe I do need to come inside. Let's add a light in there. Even if we don't keep it, just so we can see what the heck we're looking at. Light area, GZ. Okay, and take a look. Oh, come on. Power 500. There we go. 1,000. Okay. So we're not seeing a lot of cold on this one yet. This was what I was checking to see. This is what the inside looks like. And I'm digging it, but we need to do more work. Oops. Slide that back over. Okay, and this thing. Frost and snow. Let's widen it out so we can see what we're looking at. AO mass scale. Can we make it bigger? There we go. That's bringing some. Contrast down a little bit on that. How do we feel about that? It's definitely given us something. Looks like it's just doing a... I mean, we can look at the mask, I suppose, and see, but... height? Because it doesn't look like it's doing it on the tops of anything. And that's all right. Let's see if there's any other one we want to put on there. Don't really want snow. Let's see. It's looking okay. We take our noise down. That shrinks it out, doesn't it? Paint override mask. What color? I haven't used paint with this thing yet. Dirty snow. Maybe quite that much. That feels like it might be better. Okay. We'll start there anyway. Okay. So we're going to do this. Let's just, for right now, because it's going to drive me insane otherwise, let's try cutting this thing apart and give it a roof. Because if I can't get into this thing, it's going to really be a nightmare. Tab, Alt-Z, B, P section. Okay. M, new collection, ceiling. Now I can actually get in here and do stuff. We can get rid of that light now too, probably. Yeah. And we'll just set our overall camera brightness exposure to like 8. Just so everything's really bright. We can see where we're at. Cool. So, do we want it to be an organic platform that the thing is on, or our platform, or a bit of both? I think we want organic. So let's Shift A, mesh. Just a cube to start with, I think. And where are we going to put it? I think we're going to move it a bit back, so it's more towards the rear of the room, like there. Okay. And then let's just do some fun. Tab. Actually, mirror it. Okay. And I suppose before I do that, apply all. Now mirror. Let's see. Yeah, now we're mirrored. Now I can actually edit those subfaces and see them. And 2, add a loop here. Cool. Loop here, and a loop here. Good deal. Now, no. Alt-E along normals, out. Cool. Out again. Let's just keep it like that. Just try and get something kind of neat out of this. That should be cool. A loop there. Loop there. And then I'm just kind of going to go for something a little bit fractal. Out there. Okay. I don't know. Something like that. Cool. Nice. Maybe. Let's see. Those two. Down. Something like this. Let's take that, apply all, and tab. Make that a vertex group and assign it. Now let's see what happens. I'm just sort of playing. Grab that, and we're going to go with use the group, vertex group, group. And let's increase our subdual until we see something. And that should be, let's start with that. Right, doesn't work because it's flat. I was afraid of that. Okay. 1 O G Z. Just slightly. There we go. Now it should work. Yes. And extends outward. And it funkifies it, but we're not big enough. So let's go to 1,000. We could do more, but you know, hey. Hey, Michael. Yeah, you're working. I can see you. Can you see me now? I have to restart it. Not 100, 1,000. Dumbass. It's like, what? I'm gonna let this grow. And it definitely is going everywhere. Cool. It's a good starting point. We'll use it. We might do it again, though. Let's come back in and edit it. And we want to go... It doesn't matter if they're exact. Actually, you know what? Let's see, Alt-Z. Alt-Z, C. There we go. Ugh, gross. And assign. We'll assign that as well. I can go both places. Cool. Okay. So now, again, do it again. Add a modifier. Great. Use the vertex group. Group. And let's set our... Let's see how this looks first. It's a little better. Let's actually see what it looks like. No, it looks good. Okay. Let's go with a displace of -3. Just make it a little bit bigger this time. And run. Oh, and turn it on too. Generating funkiness. That's working for me nicely. Cool. We're going to apply that. We're going to do it again, though. And add it again. Okay. We'll leave it as sub D1. We're going to go to -4. So even sharper. And use our vertex group again. Group. Let's see. That feels fun. That's definitely getting us close to what we want. Oh, that's so creepy looking. Nice. Cool. And we're going to use it. This is what's inside the skull. Yeah, we're doing the brain pan right now. Well, this is something inside the brain pan, but yes. And I think one more time, reverse that. Actually, how do we want to do this? I don't want it to be mirrored. I don't think it is, but I don't want it to be. Okay. Invert, remove from group, invert, assign to group. So now it should only be those spiky things at the top that are growing, or it will be once we do an add modifier. And I don't think we need it to be subdeeded all this time. Let's take to 0. Displacement is going to be 1. So it's going to eat into it. And let's just see what that gives us with a vertex group of group. Rewind and go. Oh, I'm with top, right. And go. Yeah, so it's eating into those top things, and it's subtle, but it's definitely doing it. And I am here for it. It's making it more cracked. Let's see. Do we want it? Let's see if we like it better with or without it. Without it, with it, without it, with it. Maybe I don't want to do that. Let's see. Changing my mind. Let's go with a -2 again. But let's change our other stuff. Particle density to 1500. Search spread to 0.7. Look ahead to 0.33. And roll on scale of 3. Let's see what that gives us. More bulbousy. That's cool. Yeah, I'm into that. That's cool. Great. It is kind of being a little bit funky with our mesh, so it's not perfect, but so we can try one more thing. Let's just see. Post blur of 0.2 and play. I'm here for it. Okay, we're going to apply it. Okay, and save. That's going to be our shape in the middle that's going to hold our gate, I think. Maybe it's a little high up. Let's bring it down a little bit. Good deal. And material-wise, I'm not sure, to be honest. Tab A, U, we'll smart this one, see how we feel about it. Let's see if there's anything we want to use here. Organic. Ice organic. Ice organic with chunks. Both of these are kind of neat looking. I'm curious what this one will look like, actually. That's pretty cool. I'm actually really into that. I am so into that that I think what we're going to do is come to here. And we're going to go something a little different here. Let's just get this out of the way. We'll use this as our mask, but bring in, yeah, come here, new ice organic. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just this thing. Slot 1 and paste. And that's going to go on top of these two. Mix shading that. And let's see which way it goes. I need more room. Frost mask to here. This back to here. And I had a displacement. I do. Here we go. Displacement. Back into displacement. That's kind of neat. It's making everything feel way colder. Or is it the reverse? I think I've reversed it. That might be too much. Let's see. Doesn't really seem to matter. Let's see. What's it? Which way is it going? Frost mask. Snow mask. Frost mask. So white is more frost right now. Okay, cool. I'm all right with that. What's our snow mask again? Snow mask might be cooler. Maybe we'll use that. For here anyway. Yeah. Great. Okay, let's go back to actual layout and see what we got. Save. So it's going on top of the other one, mostly. Certainly enough that it looks like it is. It still feels like it's connecting. Cool. And if we put, let's just go look at the ceiling real quick. I get that, Shayla. I understand. Now that's cool. Yeah, so this whole thing's going to be very kind of icy. Good deal. Into it. Now, we want to decide what we want our gate to look like. I think we want it to look icy, but beyond that, organic, crystalline, just energy. We could do a bunch of different options, right? It's going to fit in this space here. So it's got sort of its cradle. And that is one aspect of it. I wouldn't necessarily say we're not going to Hoth, but we're going to a very strange place, but it's going to be cold. Yeah. How do we want a gate? Okay, well, I think maybe we'll start with a ring. That seems like a good place to start. Mesh. Torus. Do I want it to be a torus? Actually, maybe I don't want it to be a torus because I want it to be a little bit more. Okay. Mesh. Plane. RX90. GZ. So this would be a 2-meter plane, right? Let's scale it up a bit. And SZ and scale it up a bit. And just make sure our dude, I think, yeah, okay, so that's much bigger than him. That looks about right sized for that sort of thing. Okay. Now, Control A, rotation scale, tab. Control bevel. Oh, come on, 3. There we go. That's more what we want. Something like that. Rather than a torus. Kind of into that. Okay. And Q, curve extract. Out to like that. We'll keep our plane because we'll probably use it for an energy field. But this is going to be our gate itself. And let's do the same thing to it, right? Save. Well, that's not very nice. I mean, you can say that if you want to, but whatever. I do how I want to do them. And add a modifier. Let's apply this. Sorry. Object convert to mesh. Great. And add a modifier. There we go. And We won't vertex group this one. We'll just let it go. And let's see what happens. Kind of neat. But let's maybe make it -5. That's going to punch it out a bunch more. And let's give it maybe one more subdiv. Let's see if that's enough or too much. I think that's fun looking. How do we feel about that? Might be a little too consistent right now. Let's try something else first. Yeah. Add modifier, geometry nodes, differential growth. Again, not a vertex group. Let's scale up to 25 and just have it go in all directions. Let's see. That's kind of fun. Maybe we'll actually cut our scale back down to like 5. Yeah, there you go. That's what we want. That's looking right. Cool. I think that's enough. Let's apply it. And if we look at it, what do we got? It's okay. Cool. I wonder what would happen if we tissue dual meshed it. Source faces are quads, primarily. And we get rid of that one. Now they're much more crystalline, which I'm kind of into. But maybe before I'm going to undo that. Let's get rid of it. Let's do... yeah, let's do it that way. Weight paint. Curvature. On our thing. Yeah. Cool. Good deal. And then back to object mode. We'll just go with curvature. Add a modifier. Decimate. And I want to see my wireframe. And our vertex group is going to be curvature value. And our factor is going to be 0.1. Maybe even 0.01. Are you doing it? Yeah, you are. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. Factor can be 1. Just do it again. Go away. Add modifier. Decimate. Factor of 1. Yes. Curvature value. Ratio of 0.1. That's what I wanted to change. There we go. I was like, what the heck? Increase the factor here. Sure. Ratio. I just want to make it so we have some big and some small before we start. Cool. We'll use that. Apply all. And now we will dual mesh it. And these are tries. No, this one quads too. Sorry. Cool. And now it's way more crystal-y looking. Yeah. That's better. That's more what I wanted. Cool. And I'm down with that. And let's see. Let's try this one. Tab A, U, Smart UV Project, unwrap it. Very cool. That's feeling pretty nice for what I wanted. We're getting kind of a good ice crystal vibe to that. The dual mesh really works, I think, pretty well for getting that shape there. Cool. Cool. Now, I don't really want to be able to see through this thing. And I think I want it to glow. But other than that, I don't have a lot of ideas on it yet. But let's see what we get to. Shading. No. So I think the first thing let's do on it, let's just solo it. Do I even care about these things? I don't think so, but whatever. Just gonna close the area and close the area. There we go. Give me a bit more room. And we're gonna make this the gate energy. Gate energy. Cool. Alrighty. And Shift A, search, gradient texture, color into basic color. And we want spherical. And we need to move it Is it vector transform? Yeah, all right. No, which one is it? Ah, come on. Mapping, that's what it is. I always forget. There we go. And should be 0.5, right? Or minus 0.5. Yeah. I think that is correct. That looks right. And scale. Let me try it this way. No. One. Come here. Ramp. Let's see. Yeah, that is right. Cool. Okay. So that's going to be, we can kind of go with that as our controllers. And maybe let's, yeah, I do still have that ice one there. Okay. This out. Move that up to fine. Whatever. Come on, value. Goes to there. Cool. And this to there. Has potential. Okay. But we need to edit our ice organic here just a little bit. And we want to make it its own thing too. So let's not have it be the same as this is gate ice exterior. Just so I make sure it's not the same thing as the other ones. Tab. Let's see what kind of a monstrosity this thing is. Quite a bit. All right. Emission. Let's go with our base color. Strength. Do we want to mess with the strength? I mean, we could. We could do something funky with it, but maybe we'll just let it go at that for right now. It's actually not even bad, even without having a middle part yet. But let's see if we can give it a middle part too. Does look sweet. Okay. Our middle part, just to test it, let's just go with something like red. Okay. So maybe we want a little more middle part. In our gate. Something like that. Maybe, let's see how it fits in the space. I mean, kind of down with that. It's kind of fun. We could just make it just a straight light like that. Quite frankly, it might be all right. Emission. Let's just make so it's a little bit more controllable. One. Not sure that I like it just like that, though. I wonder. Ooh, let's do this. Delete this entirely. Oh, that's kind of cool too, just a black hole, but you know, Shift D, take that to there, that to here. And let's make our subsurface color blood fucking red. And our hue, like that. Do we want to do it that way? And scale, if we change the scale on it just so it feels different. How do we feel about that? I don't know that I like the purple, but let's... Red, that's pretty cool. Saturation. Brightness. Ooh, yeah. Cool. And let's maybe give it, I don't know, a little bit more room to breathe. I mean, that feels like a gate to me. I suppose your mileage may vary, but how do we feel about with the roof on? Yep, that's coloring the space the way it should be. Kind of good with that. I'm down with that. Just trying to see if there's anything else I want to change with it. We could play with the light color, but I think it's all right. For right now, we'll go with it. Good deal. Yeah. If you were stuck in a world made out of rotting, dripping meat, you'd leave through the ice gate? Yeah, maybe. I could see that being a valid position to take. I think I might too. Now, let's build our platform to get up to it. Shift A, mesh, plane. Okay, and move to new collection, platform. Okay, and it's quite loud today out there. Okay, and great. It's not going to be a lot to this one, but let's see what we can get. Yeah, I didn't really go out of my way to make a very nice world. Rotation scale, tab, 2. Let's GZ. Oh, turn off proportional. Turn off proportional. E. There we go. Kind of a stairway to like here. Cool. And then E to there. Quite a narrow path. Okay, we're going to have to mess with the colors of this thing too eventually, but we got time for that. Let's go grab this. So you don't have to do geoscattering this time, probably. Put that in, okay, and this, rotation scale, link, copy the modifiers, delete this. Okay, and then this, new collection, skull. And this, base, turning collection, skull. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know, I could put platforms under the stairs. I don't really think I need to, though. And I think I'm going to get rid of these lamps because they're annoying me and they're desired to not place properly, in my opinion. Okay, so the issue we're going to have now, though, is that is not cold at all. So we're going to need to fix that a little bit. But that's not hard. So let's come over to our things. They mostly use the same materials too, so it'll be easy. Like, so this one uses fat meat 1, which we're just going to edit. And paste our other thing. Yes, ice organic. Or not even. Maybe we won't. Maybe this one we might use the other one because I want it to feel a little different from the wall too. Just kind of thinking to myself. I haven't decided, Shayla, in all honesty. I mean, I guess there'll be an end when I get tired of it, if nothing else. But I haven't entirely decided if you're going to get to the end of the story or not. You might. It's possible. Frost and snow. Bring that back in. Let's see if we like that better for this part of it than we did for the actual ground. Okay. Did it do anything? It did some. It gave us some of that. Okay, well, I know we can do 2. Even beyond. Let's cut. To make things colder, cut the saturation. Tweak the hue ever so slightly. Increase the roughness. Cool. Subsurface color. Let's go also less saturation on it. Cool. That feels all right to me, or more all right. Let's see how we feel about it in general afterward. Icicles are always interesting. Let's see. This is fat meat strong displacement. It's just for those other ones, but okay. Let's look at the difference. I don't think there's actually much difference anymore. Fat meat, strong displacement. 0.17. I think it might even be the same. No, I did increase it more. Well, we're just going to go with the other one. You know what? We're just going to copy. And I'm not going to edit it because then I'd have to. I'm not going to change it to the other one, but if I put this in here and this to here and this to here, we'll lose some of that strong displacement, but I don't know that I care too much. That's better. Cool. And then on our bone, let's do the same thing. No real displacement on our bone. That's fine. There might be some displacement from this, so we'll throw it in. It gives us some cooler bits on our bone. And where it's here, let's turn our frost slightly less saturated. Now it's cooler. That's all you have to do. What's this one? Fat meat 1, yeah. This should be right. Okay, yeah, no, it's just got a few. Oh, fat meat, no displace. Let's fix it too. I'm just going to actually try just deleting fat meat, no displace, and see what we get. That's fine. I'm only going to use it for the one time anyway, probably, so not really that worried about it. Unless it makes a break. That's all way cooler looking now. Cooler in the cold sense of the word. Cool. And shrink wrap, I'm going to do it to here too, and just see what happens, just in case I use this thing. Surface. Surface. Cool. All right. Everything is much colder looking now. We could do some icicles if we wanted to. It's just going to be a hassle with the platform generator. We pretty much have to apply it, but it's not a huge platform, so we could. If we realize the instances. and apply all. It's not a big platform, so why not this time? Take a look at it. That's what it's given us. Now, let's see. I think I've got an icicle generator. No, it's Geogen. Does it have ice on it? Crystal generator, yes. Electricity, feather, fluid, ice. Let's just see what it does. Cool. That's fun. I actually kind of like that. Let's use it. I could even do it to this thing too. Copy modifiers. Yeah. Good call. Throw some silly ice on it. I'm into it. Okay. So what else do we want to do? We're probably going to want more light than just the glowy thing. So maybe we want to bring in our light sticks. Lamps. Just in case we want it again, let's Shift D, M to scene collection, kill lamps. And bring it back. Okay, so there's our lamp. And let's see, G to here. Cool. And we could put them side by side, although it is very narrow, but let's see, do we like them side by side? It is narrow, but it kind of does make it feel more fancy too. Cool. I'm not showing the stair, but the stair would go beyond that, down. Okay, sure. I'm into that. Maybe the best thing to do is just take them all and join them there, which will give us ice on it too. Not a lot, but some ice hanging from it now. Cool. Alrighty. So now we're at that point where we're like, we're done, or we can really start focusing on it a little bit more and seeing what else we can do to make it more interesting. And I think goo is always more interesting. So let's goo. I need to bring our ceiling, sadly, back into our object, which I don't. I'm going to take ceiling, come back here, and hide it, and move it into our skull. Yes, this should work. I'm going to take platform, because it's not too big this time, and move it into skull. I'm going to just get rid of Leslie. Okay, this we're going to move into skull as well. gate, we're just going to try to make sure it doesn't hit. But let's see. Move new collection to gate. Okay. And now, scene collection, organic nets, import object. Where'd it go? There. Here. And main setting, collisions with skull. Okay, and that goes all over everywhere. A little bit too much. Camera. Probably the only other person in this group who's old enough to have remembered watching is, what was Les Nessman's sign off on WKRP in Cincinnati? I don't remember. I should. So that's going up to the roof of our skull object, right? Yeah. Too far. Move. -1. Let's see. Okay, I might have to just move it around. We can do this, though. Cool. And resolution of 1024. Turn off preview and see what it looks like. Yeah, all right. So some of those have to move. We can't go through our gate, but that's fine to start with. Sure. Go back to preview mode. And Shift D. You let me down, Michael. No, it's fine. Yeah, -1.5. Go above. Ooh, that's could be different with preview. Let's see. Again, I'm gonna actually cut our length down to 1. That should shorten it a lot, right? Maybe too much. Yeah. Famous for the turkeys can't fly for American Thanksgiving. Probably its greatest contribution to the cultural zeitgeist. It was pretty funny. Okay, yeah, we'll go. That's better. Yeah, we'll do that. That seems cool. We got a few floaters. Right. Still a few floaters. Well, we can fix it. Let's do one more. Go back to preview. That seems potential. On. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, we're going to do all these. On. Yeah, I saw that. It was, yeah. Okay, there we go. There's our 3. And just going to apply to mesh. And apply to mesh. And apply to mesh. And let's just edit them one at a time so I can not get confused. Because we're going to sculpt this. And get bigger. We don't really want it in front of our gates. We're just going to pull it off and over. Come on. We'll get there. Keep pulling it forward. I don't want you to pull it forward. I want you to pull it this way. There we go. That's better. Sure. Fine. I guess I don't mind that it technically hangs sort of loose like that too much. We can just fix a couple. Better. That one is touching. Yes, it was. Good. Cool. Okay, turn that one off. This one on. Same kind of vibe. Sculpt mode. 7. Let's just take that to there. And this. To there. Sure. Rest looks reasonably okay, at least for right now. On. Now let's just take these and make them way different. There we go. That's better. Then shrink that down. Cool. And bring it up and in. And great. I'm into that. Let's use it. Save. It's been a while. That does not surprise me, both sides, given the era and what I know about her. So, good for her. Let's join those together. And what material do we want to give that? It's now, we can do fat, right? If we do the fat meat one, yeah, that'll make it the purpley color. That's good. And then we can actually link copy modifiers. Let's try that. Give it some ice skills hanging from it. Cool. Looks like there's some weirdness, but maybe it's all right. Let's see. Yeah, that feels colder. It also ties nicely into our other material again, so it's kind of holding together. And if we turn on our ceiling, and now we go to our camera and we get things a bit brighter, back to like 5. That feels pretty good to me, actually. I'm liking it. Yeah. Could even maybe, let's see, go to 4. 4 is even better. It's very bright, but that's fine. And we have a gate. It's looking good. I have to make sure I'm finished today because I have an appointment at 9:30 I have to do, so we don't want to go over. I'll change our outside world to the red, even though it's barely going to show through, but just to be consistent. Roll 1. It does change it, does make it a little darker, but not a lot. Let's see if we can get our camera set up here. Let's do our... We got a few weird ones floating there, don't we? I don't like those. All right, well, we got to fix that. First off, let's turn off the modifiers and then sculpt mode. That out the way, or even can I go to something else? Let's see if I can just take it. As long as it connects to something, I don't care. So it's going to connect to that post there. Same with this one. Ugh, gotta move both of them. Great. Just try to do it a little bit at a time so I don't get a massive curve on it. There we go. That's better. That looks better. Things are touching. Okay. Turn back on our modifier. Cool. And on our modifier, let's just see. Point density, I'm gonna take it to like 8,000. That's gonna give us more, right? Yes. Cool. Voxel amount actually maybe is even better. Let's take this back to, come on, 6,500. Voxel amount of 500. Let's just see. Yes, much better. Oh, that's way better. Let's do the same on this one, actually. Now I know. Voxel amount. Let's take it to 450. Cool. And 450. Great. That just makes them all a little bit higher res. Camera, our Arri Alexa. We don't need to worry about the depth this time. It's a small scene. Cook anamorphic. And 35. And resolution. And Panavision. We want to do like the straight iconic down the front vibe. We might. Let's see. And focus clearly on our gate. Looks like eyes. It's kind of fun, actually. I'm into that. We could try bringing it up just a bit brighter. That's not awful. I might try bringing these up to 10. Does it make any difference? 25. It's getting a bit brighter, but not a lot brighter. That's just 250. Doesn't seem like it's doing much. It's so far inside those other things that it's kind of like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's kind of good. I like it. He was definitely a TV response to the Edward R. Murrow, good night and good luck. One. Okay. Maybe we will not bring it up that much more. Maybe let's take it to, again, back to like, 10, because you can add more halos to it. And then maybe fog. Fog would be a good way to give us a little bit more bounce light through here real quick. Kind of is. I mean, like, it is a cave. It's just a cave made out of brains. Where am I? These keep getting turned off for some reason. Edit, preferences, fog. Easy fog's on. Yeah, it's just got turned off in clean panels. Clean panels. It keeps putting the old one back on there. Plus, easy fog. Okay. And save. Yes. Easy fog. Okay. So we can do it looks pretty much the same, but they changed their interface a little bit. So I get up. 7 Alt G. Cool. I don't really care if it goes beyond this time, I don't think. Yeah, okay. Let's go look and see what they did to the fog model. Broadway fog noise. Okay. They put it all into one thing. Let's see. Tab. It's not a missing. Well, it's not going to be a missing anyway. Scatter. Because I like the MIA. Color to color. Density to density. We have no absorption color, nor do we want it. Into volume. Layout. Take a look. Updating the meshes. Let's take our density down to like 0.25. It's still very dark, which is cool, but color. Yeah, we're not absorbing anything. Let's just see what happens if we make it just slightly warmer. Yeah, doesn't change much. I'm all right with that. I mean, I don't mind that it's that dark, really. We could add just a little bit of light on the top if we wanted to. Just a little bit of movie lighting, basically. Up here. Lights, Shift A, light area. We're going to go to disk and 5 meters, maybe even 8 meters. I think our ceiling is going to be pretty fine. We're going to make sure that it does not stay visible in our volume scatter. I kind of want it right down the center too, I think. Let's see what that does. Let's go up. Color 10,000 and power of 25 because we're very wide open right now. Let's see. Steam, that's probably too much. Now that gives us better. I think I like that. Maybe want it a little smaller. Size of 5 meters. Can I take it up a little higher or just rotate down a little bit more? That's better. Okay. Yeah, I think that helps make it feel cooler. I don't need this to be this wide. Stop it. There we go. I think we've established we're going into a cooler zone. Let's maybe bring it down to like 10. Let's see if that's too little. No, I like that more. I want it to more feel like the light's coming from our center thing here. Our gate. And our gate definitely feels like it's brimming with energy, and I'm into that. All right. I think we're good, folks. Not a bad one today. Let's see. So we started with just an icosphere, and then we tweaked it to fit into our brain pan and used the slime mold trails to warp out the interior. Then we built our platform, same kind of vibe. Then our gate and this, and I'm here for it. I like it. Yeah, it definitely feels like this is where you're going next. Kind of hard to argue with that one. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it as always. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. And as far as I know, I will see you on Monday. Take care. Have a good one. All right. Bye.